Here's Jaylen Warren from that same podcast talking about what it's like to have both Russell Wilson and Justin Fields in the facility.
It's a night and day difference, I would say, with like their leadership. They bring a lot, they help out. They tell us how to run the route, and they're really on it when you don't run it the certain way. Mm-hmm. They're big on details, just, kind of what we preach, and, it helps a lot.
Night and day difference. Night and day difference. What does that say about the guys that used to be there? Not just Kenny Pickett, Mitch Trubisky, and Mason Rudolph. Night and day difference.
Yeah, because the offense was bad, Mike.
Do you enjoy this, or do you enjoy that, or does it bother you as a Browns fan? It probably bothers you because they're laying the foundation for an offense that won't suck.
It doesn't bother me. Maybe this is just because of the way I grew up, right? Where the Ravens are the team that was my birthright as a native Clevelander. I can't stand the Ravens more than I can't stand the Steelers. I understand, like, there's a rivalry kind of between Pittsburgh and Cleveland, but that rivalry is now Baltimore and Pittsburgh. So whatever, but the Ravens are the team that really gets under my skin. So, it bothers me more to see Lamar Jackson win an MVP than it does. Yeah, exactly. To see a Steelers offense that wouldn't suck. But yeah, I mean, look, if like I said, there's a reason why they turned over the entire quarterback room, right? There's a reason why they brought in a new offensive coordinator in Arthur Smith. They needed to do things like that in order to kind of maximize what the Steelers can be. They haven't won a playoff game in almost 2 football generations, right? If you think about rookie contracts, players, and all of these kinds of things, you got to go back to 2016 when they won a playoff. So, like, that's a long, long time for Pittsburgh to not have a playoff win. So, because of that, you finally have to change some things and try to make something that works. I think it's going to be an offense that can run the football, right? Between Arthur Smith being able to craft a really good running offense, Najee Harris, we're about to talk about, he can power the ball. Jaylen Warren showed some really good bursts last year too. So they brought in offensive linemen in the draft. They're going to be able to run the football. It's just a matter of, all right, well, are they going to be able to pass it too? Right? Because, I mean, if it's Russell Wilson, yeah, he's still going to be able to make some plays with his legs. Justin Fields, obviously, he's going to be able to make plays with his legs from the quarterback spot. But can they construct an effective passing offense as well? That's where I think the question is going to be. Because, yeah, I mean, Arthur Smith did some really good things with Ryan Tannehill down in Nashville with the Titans. But it's not like that kind of success really translated to what he was doing in Atlanta. And you can look at the quarterback situation there. That was certainly a factor. But I think that's where the question is. Can they construct that effective passing game?
You mentioned Ryan Tannehill. He's still available to anybody that would want him. And his name has not even come up. There hasn't been this team, breathless, unnamed sources, team interested in Ryan Tannehill, or he's going to visit this team, or he might go here, or he might go there, or he might go. It's like he's just gone. It's just like disappeared. Like he's been ejected from the league, and no one. Now that could change because quarterbacks are going to get injured, but he's been completely off the map. And I thought at one point he was a possibility in Pittsburgh, and maybe he would be an injury replacement if something happens to Russell Wilson or Justin Fields, and we know that's possible because we saw so many quarterback injuries last year. But the Steelers are laying the foundation to get better offensively, to not suck offensively. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.